Do you know how to get rid of radicals in the denominator? It starts easy, but by question 6, things get seriously challenging. In this video, we're going to work through 6 rationalizing the denominator problems, starting with the simple square root and building up to cube roots, conjugates, and algebraic expressions. So grab a pencil, pause the video, and try each one before I show you the solution. Let's see if you can get all 6 right. So to be able to rationalize the denominator for this one, you just multiply top and bottom by root 5. 1 times root 5, you'll end up with root 5. And root 5 times root 5 is root 25, which is 5. That's the answer for that. Now, here, the second one, it's 1 over 2 root 3. Lots of students, they think you have to multiply by 2 root 3 over 2 root 3. If you want to get rid of the irrational number on the bottom, or the root 3 on the bottom, all you need to do is just multiply top and bottom by root 3 only. And that way you'll save yourself time. So 1 times root 3 is root 3. And 2 root 3 times root 3, basically the 2 is there, and root 3 times root 3, as we agreed, it's 3, or root 9, which is 3. And then 2 times 3 is 6 on the bottom, so this is root 3 over 6. How about this one here? Before I go and multiply, I'm just gonna change this into 2 over 3. Root 32, the perfect number that goes in 32 is 16. So you could make it 8 and 4 as well, because 4 is a perfect square, but the largest perfect square is 16 that goes into 32. So you're better off using the 16, so you don't have to do this twice. Times 2, which gives me 2 over. Root of 16 is 4 times 3 on the outside is 12. Root 2. I'm going to simplify by reducing the fractions. 2 on top divided by 2 gives me 1. And 2 goes into 12 6 times. So now this becomes 1 over 6 root 2. And to rationalize the denominator now, just multiply top and bottom by root 2. Again, you don't have to multiply by 6 root 2. Just this is the rational, this is the root, just multiply by the root only. And therefore, it gives you root 2 over 6 times root 2 times root 2 is just 2. And then you get root 2 over 12. We'll move on to rationalizing a cubic function. When it's a cube root, you cannot just say, I'm going to multiply this by cube root of 3 over cube root of 3. And the reason is if you multiply them on the bottom, you get cube root of 9, which you have no clue what cube root of 9 is. Since it's a cube root, then you have to multiply it twice. And therefore, the top will be cube root 3 times cube root 3 gives you cube root 9 over. And when you multiply a cube root by itself 3 times, you only get what's under the cube root, which is the 3. And the way to prove this is cube root 3 times cube root of 3 times cube root 3 is 27. So the cube root of 27 is 3. Now how about this one? Some of you will say, oh, okay, I only have to multiply by the root. So I multiply top and bottom by root 3 over root 3. If you do that, you're not going to be able to rationalize the denominator, because you'll end up with 2 root 3 minus 3 on the bottom. Here you're able to do it because this is one term right here, but here you have 2 terms and you cannot rationalize by multiplying just by root 3. So here we multiply by what we call the conjugate. And the conjugate is always the same thing as this, except you change the sign. And whatever you do to the bottom, you do to the top. So 1 times this is just going to be itself. But the bottom, you're just going to FOIL it. There's a shortcut, and I'll tell you about the shortcut. But if you FOIL this, you're going to get 4, and then 2 times root 3 plus 2 root 3. Minus root 3 times 2 is minus 2 root 3. And then negative root 3 times positive root 3 is just negative 3. Negative square root of 9. But again, I said when you multiply a root by itself, you just get 3 there. And this middle is going to cancel because they're opposite signs. This is here like difference of squares. That's why the middle always cancels. And therefore, we end up with 2 plus root 3. And then we have 4 minus 3 is 1. Of course, everything is over 1, so we don't want to write that. So the final answer is 2 over root 3. So the shortcut when you multiply conjugate, you could, this here, because this is the conjugate of this, then you could just take a shortcut by multiplying 2 times 2, which is 4, and then multiply negative root 3 by root 3, which gives you negative 3, and you don't have to go through all of this because we know it's going to cancel when we multiply by the conjugate. The last one looks a little bit more complicated. Remember, I'm rationalizing the denominator, so I'm going to multiply by the conjugate as well. And that's root x minus root 2y. And whatever I do to the top, I do to the bottom. Whatever I do to the bottom, I do to the top. Equals. So we're just going to do the shortcut on the bottom. Root x times root x is just x. I'm not going to go through the foiling because, as I said, if you multiply them by the conjugate, the middle stuff is going to cancel. So you could just get away by multiplying this by this, first by first, which you get x, and then lost by lost. So positive times negative is negative. 2 square root of 2y times square root of 2y, just 2y. When you multiply a root by itself, you just get rid of the root. The top, however, you cannot say, oh, I'm going to do that shortcut. You can't because these are the same signs. So here you're going to go root x times root x, which is x. And then root x times negative root 2y, that's going to give you negative root 2xy. And then again, the same thing here. So you're going to get minus 2 root 2xy, sorry. And then multiplying negative root 2y by negative root 2y, negative times negative is positive, and you just end up with 2y there. And your final answer would be x minus, these are like terms, so there's a 1 here, there's a 1 there, so that becomes minus 2, and the root stays the same, plus 2y all over x minus 2y, and that's your final answer. And that's it. If you can master these 6 examples, you've got rationalizing the denominators under control. If this helped you, hit like, subscribe, and follow for more quick math tricks. See you in the next video.